Hey guys, I'm Grace Torie, and you're listening to That Girl, the podcast. Grab a beverage of choice and settle in because the new episode is starting now. What is up, you guys? I am back with another episode. Today's been kind of weird. I went on a little hot girl walk, so if you're watching this, I definitely look kind of sweaty. I've just been like cleaning and hot girl walking, and I had to give Luna a bath, which Luna is our 80-pound German Shepherd, so it's always a good time. But yeah, I'm really excited about this video. I want to do something a little bit more chill and just kind of like laid back, since today's been kind of chill and laid back and it fits the vibe, but also still something kind of fun. So what I decided for today is I went and found a bunch of would you rathers or this or that are like autumn and fall themed, and I'm going to be going through and kind of saying whether I prefer one or the other and giving my explanation. But I also wanted you guys to participate, so just go along with me, and if you feel very strongly about something or you have a hot take and you want to let me know, go ahead and follow my Instagram and DM me on there. Also, if you want to follow me on TikTok, don't forget to follow or subscribe on here depending on which platform you're on. Leaving a rating or review means the absolute world to me. I will screenshot it, and if you leave your Instagram, I will shout you out. So I think that that's everything. In terms of a life update, I pretty much told you guys what's going on. I don't think there's really anything exciting going on other than that. I'm still dog sitting my sister's dog. Yeah, that's really it. We went out to Cincinnati yesterday for a couple hours, so that was fun. It's always nice to get out of the house. We, just like drove around with the windows down on the back roads, and I personally am a big fan of that. I'm really enjoying having nicer weather. That's been really nice, and just like going out, like I took the bunny with me for my hot girl walk and put him in a stroller, and since it wasn't like crazy hot out, it's still 70, so I made sure to stay in the shade and that he was comfortable, and everything was good to go. But it's not like the 85 or the 90 that we've had recently, so it's been really nice to get out and do a little bit more. I'm planning to go see my horse tomorrow, so that's really exciting. But I think that's it for life updates. Just been working on me. Yeah, I think that's it. So we are going to go ahead and jump on into this or that. So go ahead and play along if you wanna. Let me know if there's anything, like I mentioned, you feel super strongly about. If I say anything that sparks an interest, let's have a conversation about it on the Instagram or on the YouTube comments if you're watching this on YouTube. But let's literally just jump right in. So this one's just called Autumn Days, so it's like a general mix. General, I don't know why I said that with a little accent, but we are starting off strong with apple pie or pumpkin pie. Apple pie. I don't like pumpkin flavored food, and I've weirdly always loved apple pie. Like growing up, I didn't want a birthday cake, I wanted apple pie, and I'm better now. I know that's really weird for most people, and like I kind of did a flip-flop because when I was little I wanted pie, which is more like adult, so to speak, but now that I'm like an adult, I want like give me the birthday cake. So it's kind of flip-flopped, but I love apple pie. I like caramel Dutch apple pie, so that is like where it's at. If you ever want to know like my favorite thing ever, that would be it. So next is cozy blankets or warm sweaters. While I am a fan of sweaters, I am why can't I talk today? I am cozy blankets all the way. I love having a cozy blanket with like a comfortable t-shirt, like an oversized t-shirt, socks, and a cozy blanket. That is like my drug, and then like a good movie or a TV show, whatever is on. But just like a cozy night, light a candle. I like sweaters, but I find that I get like my temperature changes a lot, so I'm either really hot or really cold. And while they're super cute and I like wearing them in the fall, I actually layer a lot so that I can like wear a t-shirt or a nice shirt and then like take it off. So like if it was a cardigan, we'd have a different conversation. But overall, blankets. I know that was a very long-winded answer. Watch a movie or read a book. Honestly, I love reading a book, and I think when I was younger, even up until like 30, minutes ago, 6 months ago, whatever, I would have picked read a book, but I've been like trying to figure out my ADHD and like what's going on there. So I think that lately the vibe has been just turning on a book on YouTube. Like, I've been listening to It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. I know I'm late, but I've been listening to that and just like crocheting or doing whatever. And I think that I would prefer that right now because I just don't have the attention span to read a book or watch a movie, which is not good, and we're working on that. But yeah, I think that if that's an option, I would read the book, but on the TV. Vanilla candle scent or cinnamon candle? Vanilla for sure. Like I mentioned in my last fall episode, like pecan pumpkin, pumpkin cupcake, vanilla pumpkin, that is like the ultimate goal here. That's what we're striving for. But if I had to choose between vanilla and cinnamon, vanilla. I don't really like cinnamon that much, unless like my mom used to take cinnamon sticks and put them in water and boil them, and they would just make the house smell absolutely amazing. So that was good. I was here for that. But if it's just like a cinnamon candle, I don't know, it's like spicy and I don't like that. Hot chocolate or pumpkin spice? Definitely hot chocolate. I like some pumpkin things, but I'm very picky about that, like I mentioned with the pumpkin pie. And hot chocolate is just like good, period. And I love hot chocolate. My favorite hot chocolate was actually Waffle House, which I know, wild, but then they had to stop serving it because they said that someone, like a parent, got their child hot chocolate and then the child burned themselves and they sued Waffle House, and so they can no longer serve hot chocolate. And this was from like a cook or a server that told that to me, so not sure how true it is, but either way it's devastating, and I hope that they get it back soon because like their hot chocolate was on another level, heavenly. A foggy morning or a raining night? I think it depends on which mood I'm in. So fun fact, the doctor put me on supplements for vitamin D and vitamin B12 because I literally, like, it's very low. I just don't, like, it's not been a vibe for me, I guess. So I've been like really, I don't know, like normal. It sounds so weird. Like the other day or yesterday I got home and I was like, let's clean the house. And then I literally made a whole budget for the month on Excel. And usually when I get home, even though we were in the car for an hour, I am just like, I'm tired, that was exhausting, I want to go to bed. So is this how normal people feel? Like genuinely. Because I have energy and that's just not me. So if I have energy, I think a foggy morning, especially if you're like outside with your animals, like I just love it. I think it's because I grew up going to church camp and the mornings were always foggy and it was just calm and it was like a good childhood memory. But rainy nights are also perfect for like a little date night in. So rain, period. I actually love the rain. Like I love the rain. I will go out in the rain, like outside. I don't care. I know I'm really weird, but genuinely, my horse has also really enjoyed the rain as well. She doesn't like get weirded out because we used to ride at a like covered arena where like the sides were open but the top was covered, and that was when we always had the best rides. Like thunder didn't bother her, the rain hitting the steel ceiling didn't bother her, so it's always been like a calming thing for me. And moon dance, obviously. Now she doesn't have a covered arena, so we can't do that, but I do enjoy a good rain. Halloween or Dia de Muertos? I personally like Halloween better. I've never celebrated Dia de Muertos. Josh's mom does celebrate it, or she at least decorates for it. I'm pretty sure she celebrates. So I'm like kind of interested to see what it's like, but I've always celebrated Halloween, had a good time with it. I was the girl in high school who had like the Halloween parties. Like I genuinely think it's so fun. So Halloween. Corn maze or a bonfire? If you know me, you know I am bonfire all the way. Corn mazes are fun, but we just weirdly enough don't have that many near us. There's only like one or two, and then once you do it once, you kind of know how to do it. So if there were more, maybe I could get into it, but bonfire, I think. And then also one of the corn mazes I've done is a haunted corn maze, and that's absolutely terrifying, and I literally will never do that again. So bonfire. I love a good bonfire. I'm trying to get Josh to get a pit for our backyard so we can have bonfires. This next this or that is just called autumn this or that. So again, it's very general. It could be food, hanging out, outfits, anything. So the first one says going out for coffee or getting cozy inside. I think going out for coffee and just seeing, like, driving on the, I'm from Kentucky, so driving on the back roads with the leaves falling, going to like a small mom and pop's coffee shop, like, it's just such a vibe for me. And then the drinks are always better. I will say though, Josh and I have started making coffee in the house, and it's the cutest thing ever because Josh just realized like the perfect mix. He like didn't, I guess he didn't realize that you can get like syrup and like make your own coffee and it'll be good. So he literally yesterday figured out a mix that he likes, and it's been so cute to just watch him make coffee. He's made like 3 iced coffees. He made like 3 iced coffees yesterday, and then he made one this morning, and I'm just like, wow, we're almost out of creamer now. But I don't know, it's really cute to see him get excited about that because that's something I get excited about. Sunny and cold days or rainy days? If it's cold, it might as well be snowing for me. Like, I don't like the cold unless it's snowing. Like, I'm one of those people who I'm like, it needs to be 5 feet of snow, snowed in, and cold. I do like where it's like the 60s and it's just warm enough that you can take the dog outside in like a sweatshirt. But if it's like cold, I want it to be snowing. So I guess it depends. Like, if it's like 60s or higher, I'd say sunny and cold, but 60s or lower, I'd say rainy or snowy. Because if I'm like miserable outside, I don't want it to be nice out. I want it to be just as miserable as I am, which is kind of selfish, but you know, you like what you like. Big and cozy sweaters or big and cozy blankets. I already answered this one. But the thing is, I have a beef with sweaters on the same note because most of them are itchy. It's hard to find a sweater that's like comfortable and not itchy. So I think if I found a sweater that was actually cozy, that's why I wear so many crew necks, because you know they're cozy. Like, you buy them knowing they're probably not gonna be itchy. So if I could find sweaters that were cozy, then I think we'd be on another level. I just haven't found them yet, so I can't appreciate them. And then there's like the constantly changing of my body temperature. A cup of tea or hot chocolate, switching it up. I would say a cup of tea. I genuinely think I'm lactose intolerant, so that may have something to do with it. But I just like the way that tea's lighter. When I drink hot chocolate, I feel like foggy and like held down almost. But when I drink tea, it's like calming and like rejuvenating almost. So definitely tea. Cinnamon or pumpkin spice? I would say cinnamon in the context of like food. Pumpkin spice maybe in the context of like candles. I don't know, I don't really like either in the context of like smelling. Pumpkins or pressed leaves? Pressed leaves, I think. I've been experimenting with resin, and I think I'm gonna try and put some pressed leaves in resin. I'm really excited. I also think I'm gonna press some flowers, and in our kitchen we have like one of those things that hangs from the ceiling that you hang pots and pans on, but I don't want to do that. I think I want to hang like pressed flowers from them, or like dried flowers. So I think I'm gonna do that, and we'll see if I love it or hate it. I want it to literally be like a little forest. But yeah, I think I would say pressed leaves for sure. Walk through walk through the woods or exploring the city. I love a good walk through the woods, but I think it depends on the city. Like, Lexington is kind of spread out, so you walk around one block and then it's like you have to drive to another block that has interesting things. It's not like every single corner is exciting like Chicago or New York City or something. So if we were in like Nashville, yes, walk through a city, but where I'm at currently, I would say walk through the woods. But I do want to like travel and explore more cities in the fall. Like, we went to Gatlinburg in the fall at one point. I can't remember when. And like, since it's only 4 or 5 hours from here, a lot of people go there for fall break. And I just see all the pictures, and it's just like, that's one place that's great to walk through in the fall, even though Gatlinburg is literally like a strip. So I would say, if it's not Lexington City, but if we're in Lexington, the woods. There's nothing calmer than like going and running through the woods. And I probably say that because I was raised on a farm, but it's a good time. This one's called My Perfect Autumn Day. Outside or inside? Outside for sure. in like September and October and then inside in November. I adore fall weather. I've talked about this so many times. It's my favorite. Like that 70s, high 60s is my favorite. I love being outside. I will be outside all of fall, especially because I hate cold weather and winter is coming and I'm soaking up as much as I can. Breakfast date or dinner date? Oh goodness. Honestly, probably a dinner date, but I think it's because we do more breakfast dates, or we do coffee dates a lot. Like every Sunday, Josh and I will get coffee and like go for a drive. So I would probably say a dinner date just because it's more of like a treat for me personally. Like if we go on a dinner date, we usually dress up and go somewhere really nice, so it's more exciting. Whereas like if we went on dinner dates all the time, I'd probably say breakfast date because we never do those. But it's not, like it's flipped. So probably dinner. Bonfire and books or candles and a warm bath? Candles and a warm bath, honestly. Because if I'm going to a bonfire, I want it to be with friends. I'm not just gonna be like if we had a fireplace, whole nother situation, game changer. But I'm going to a bonfire to usually socialize or make s'mores, because s'mores are life. But I just transported back to 2013 when I said that. Ooh. S'mores are life. That's really just inspiring. Like that's going on what's it called, those little Tumblr thing that they used to make where they had the picture and then it would just be like when your hair is clean, and it'd be like something girl. I don't know, but that is literally what that felt like. I'm disgusted by my behavior. I will write a 5-page essay on why I will never talk that way again. But yeah, candles and warm bath, I think, for this one. Sweater, why do I just like not pronunciate? Sweater and leggings, boots and dress. I would say sweater and leggings. I know I've been talking badly about sweaters, but I never wear boots in a dress. I personally don't like it. Unless it's like cowgirl boots, or like, okay, if you're not from the South, you don't get it. Like those Nashville bachelorette parties where they have like the white cowgirl boots, that's what I'm talking about, not like yeehaw. Or like, I don't know, I just don't like boots and dresses. And sweaters and leggings are a little bit more practical for me. I love leggings. You'll catch me in leggings every single day. Like, I haven't worn jeans in probably a month, and I'm okay with that. Obviously, I've worn shorts a couple times because, like, it's hot out. But leggings are probably 98% of the time I'm in leggings. Solo date or a friend-partner date? Friend-partner date for sure. Every day is a solo date for me because I have a problem where I love to treat myself. Shout out to being a Taurus sun. So friend-partner dates are like a fun way to change things up, and I love my people. Like, I love hanging out with friends, and I feel like you grow as a person when you're hanging out with friends, and I don't get to see them very often, so every time I see them I have like a life-changing revolution. So friend partner. Chocolate and pancakes or wine and jazz? I've never been a jazz person, and I've honestly never been a wine person. So chocolate and pancakes all the way. I actually love chocolate chip pancakes, so this is just like good. Fairy lights or candles? Can you pick both? Because I think if I had to choose like 100%, I pick a candle, but I like both. Like, there are fairy lights like in my old room before Josh and I moved in together and I didn't have as much of a say. It was lights everywhere, or fairy lights everywhere. On one wall, it was all fairy lights. On another wall, I had vines hanging, and then I had fairy lights hanging on top of them. And then on the ceiling above my bed, I had like one of those big mandala, like, what are they called? The blankets that's kind of like see-through, and then I had fairy lights inside, like laying on top of that so that the blanket lit up. So I would say I'm a pretty big fairy light fan. However, candles at the end of the day are my favorite. Spooky mood or cozy mood? I'm in a cozy mood all year round, so I'm gonna have to say spooky for the fall. But I feel coziest when I'm laying down with Josh watching a spooky movie. So I think they're hand in hand. I don't think it's one or the other. My perfect autumn night is the name of this one. Pouring rain or calm and cold? Pouring rain if it's nighttime. Full moon or shooting stars? As a spiritual person, I would say shooting stars, because the full moon even if you're not spiritual, you know that it's linked to people like literally going crazy. I cry every single full moon. I don't know why, I'm just really emotional. So I'd say shooting stars. Hot chocolate or hot pumpkin spice, we already answered that. Romantic music or nostalgic music? Music is my love language, so this is hard. I would say romantic and nostalgic are the same for me because I've listened to the same music since I was 16. I'd probably say romantic because I'm very picky about my nostalgic music. Like if it makes me think of a time that I don't really want to be mentally transported to at the moment, it'll ruin my whole vibe. So I'm probably gonna say romantic. Scrapbooking or painting? Painting for sure. My OCD gets really freaked out with scrapbooking because everything has to be like straight. But I want to get more into it because I love the idea of like putting pictures on paper instead of just having memories in your phone, because I don't know, I'm just very old-fashioned and I think that it can be done very beautifully. So that's something I do want to get into before big events in my life happen. Like I just graduated and that's a pretty big event, so I need to get on it before like engagement, marriage, kids, things like that, because I just love it and I think that it could be really beneficial. A spooky film or an animated film? Like Monstober is the vibe, you know? Like Disney Monstober, that's what we're going for. Halloween Town, mostly ghostly. What's the one I watched the other day? Hocus Pocus. What's Twitches? That's the vibe, so spooky. And then you watch an animated film if you, like, animated films are for when, like, I'm alone and I'm really sad. I watch Disney because it makes me happy. It comforts me. S'mores or pie? See, probably apple pie. Like I mentioned, that caramel Dutch apple pie. I think that's my final answer. October or November? October all the way. You have spooky season because like Halloween's coming. You have so many fun events like fall festivals and hay rides, and the weather's still really nice, so you do things and you can go out at night and it's just like that perfect weather where you're not freezing. November's nice. And Thanksgiving, don't get me wrong, Thanksgiving is great, but I feel like Christmas is starting to roll around, but it's still 2 months away, and then the weather's cold, so you're kind of annoyed and you're kind of like in this weird purgatory between October and December. Even though Thanksgiving still exists, it's not like a month-long thing, whereas Halloween and Christmas typically are. So yeah, I would say probably October. This or that? Pumpkin patch or corn maze? Pumpkin patch. I love going pumpkin picking and then like cutting out the pumpkin. Such a good time. Hunter boot or LL Bean duck boot? Oh my god. I am probably neither, but I'll probably say hunter. I'm laughing because we're technically in like the most northern part of the South, so people still wear all these things and they're quite literally obsessed with them around here, and they've just never been my vibe. Like Simply Southern's not my vibe, Vineyard Vine's not my vibe. That's like very big here, but I think hunter if I had to choose. Carve pumpkin or paint pumpkin? I do both. I will like one time I painted kind of like Starry Night, and then I cut out a moon and stars. That was one. But I think if I had to choose, probably carve. Scarves or beanies? Beanies. I have a problem. I have probably 30 to 40 beanies for cold weather that really doesn't last that long here. Like it's only a couple months, and I probably only wear 2 beanies a season, yet I have 40. I don't know, they're just so cute. And then I don't know, I also went through a phase where I was kind of emo, so I was wearing like the all-time low beanie in like July. I really was going through something. Now this one, fires or candles? I don't know if they mean like inside fires or bonfires. I'm probably gonna say an inside fire, like a fireplace. I would probably say a fireplace over a candle, but I also don't have, like, I've never had a fireplace, so this is like from something that I have never experienced. I think that it would be the ultimate cozy, but I don't know. Now this one is called Would You Rather Fall Edition. Fall movie or football? The thing is, I don't like fall movies. I like Halloween movies and I like Christmas movies, but I don't, like, fall movies aren't really a thing in my head. Like, you either have Hallmark Christmas or like spooky Halloween, but people don't make like fall movies. It's a very small genre that I can think of. So that, and also ever since I went to UK, I've been slowly becoming like a die-hard football fan. I've always enjoyed football. We used to go to football games growing up with my dad, but since I went to UK, and we've slowly become like, we were really good at football my freshman year, and then we were pretty bad, and then last year we started being really pretty good again, and we've been off to a really good season. We just beat Florida on Sunday, so that was really exciting, or Saturday. So honestly, I think I would say football over a fall movie. Cozy sweater or warm flannel all day long. I have so many flannels. Like I mentioned, you can layer them. Like, I can put a t-shirt under them and then just take them off, or I can put a vest over them. You can put a sweater over them so that they're peeking out. Like, flannels are just so versatile. Candy corn or caramel apple. Caramel apple is like my favorite thing. I'm not a big fan of candy corn. I just feel like it's too sweet, and like I mentioned, I like apple like flavored things, so caramel apple is the natural choice for me. Go to Gatlinburg, get a caramel apple, life-changing. When I went with Josh and my sister and her husband, I think we got a chocolate-covered banana and then chocolate-covered strawberries. They also had caramel apples, but we didn't get that. And guys, if you're ever in Gatlinburg, go ahead and get it. I can't remember what it was called, but they had a monkey on like it's something monkey, and they had like monkeys in the window, like little balloon monkeys. I don't know. If you're ever in Gatlinburg, you have to try it. Pumpkin spice or salted caramel? Salted caramel. I know you guys are very shocked with my answer, but salted caramel. I love caramel. I wouldn't eat it by itself, but I do thoroughly enjoy caramel. This one is a little different. It's a Halloween this or that. Trick or treat? I don't know what that means. I'm gonna say treat because I don't like candy, but I love sweets. So like, if we have a good like cake or ice cream or cookies, I'm good. Also, have you guys ever been to like the fall festivals? They usually have them at like schools and stuff, and then they have bake sales, and they have like homemade cookies from like your grandma. My nana used to always volunteer and make stuff for that, but so good. Always a good time. Halloween movie night or Halloween party? Halloween party, oh my god, I love planning costumes and like seeing your friends and everybody's dressed up. Absolutely. Hocus Pocus or A Nightmare Before Christmas? Guys, I have something to confess. I watched Hocus Pocus for the first time the other night. I know. Maybe I watched it when I was like a kid and I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure I would remember because I remember, like, I know all the movies. And I have to say, I was not a fan. Like, it was okay. I liked the cat, but I just didn't see the hype. So I'm gonna have to go A Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm sorry. Frankenstein or Dracula? Probably Dracula. I don't know though, because I like them both. I've read the books. I had like a fascination with like the history of like Transylvania and stuff. Classic with costume, 90s movie character. I don't know what that means. I'm gonna go with classic with costume. I think they're saying like a classic costume or a 90s movies character. I'm probably gonna say a classic costume because there's just so much more you can do with that. Haunted house or an escape room? I've never done an escape room. I've always wanted to, but I've never done one, so I'm gonna have to go with haunted house. I love going to haunted houses, but I've been kind of scared to go. I don't know why. I just like, my vibes changed and I'm like scared. Supernatural movies or gore movies? Supernatural. Gore ones scare me because they can happen in real life, and I don't like I don't like anything that has like true crime or like, well, I like true crime, I guess. Like movies where like you watch it play out. I can handle like podcasts, but like things where you watch it play out, no. It like, I can't handle it. But supernatural, I like it because it's like, it's not real for the most part. Spooky graveyards or witch's coven? I mean, I'm not really hanging out in either. I would probably say a witch's coven because like girl power, but yeah, I'm not like frequenting either. This next one is a this or that Thanksgiving. Watching football or watching Macy's Parade. Football. I'm sorry. The Macy's Parade is just so early in the morning. I've never been up that early. I've missed it like every single year since I was little. Probably since I was like 9. I just never, I slept so late. Pumpkin pie or apple pie. Wait, I already answered that one. Apple. Turkey, ham, or other. Fun fact, my family does not like turkey. So we've never had turkey for Thanksgiving. We always had ham for Thanksgiving and then either ham again for Christmas or prime rib. So I'm gonna go with ham or other because we just have never eaten turkey. I like it now that I've like gone to other people's houses and been like, wow, this is what you guys do. But we just never, like ever, online shopping or brave the stores. So when I was growing up, we used to go Black Friday shopping. And we only went to like Target, Best Buy, Walmart. We never went like to the mall. And I think I would say online shopping simply because you wait in line for hours. And that was just too much. Like getting up early, no problem. Standing out in 2-degree weather waiting for the light, like the place to open, no problem. It's exciting. I literally would stand outside waiting for concerts to open up to get like floor seats all the time. But waiting in line, that is where I draw the line. So I would say online shopping. Dressing or stuffing. Well, like I mentioned, we didn't have turkey, so I've never had turkey stuffing, literally ever. So I don't really know what they mean by dressing either. I would say like turkey, like gravy. I'm gonna say like mashed potato gravy because that's really like the closest I got. Like we didn't put dressing or stuffing or anything. Sweet potato casserole or green bean casserole. Sweet potato casserole. My granddad makes really good sweet potato casserole and I love sweet potatoes. Love. Like me and sweet potatoes, we are besties. Sunday best or comfy clothes. Sunday best because I love fall fashion. But every day, comfy clothes. Normally host or normally attend. See, I love hosting. Right? I haven't since literally high school when I had Halloween parties for anything. Well, that's not true. I had a Halloween party last year with or 2 years ago with all of my friends. But I love hosting. I love decorating. I love just like putting on a show. Like, not a show like it's fake, but just like, hi, welcome to my house. Like, oh my gosh, let me like, I don't know. My love language is like hosting parties and like doing something nice by like preparing the food and decorating the house and spending money on like little attendance gifts for everybody. Like that is my love language. I love interior design. I love it. Like such a good time. Definitely host. This or that. This one's just another fall one. Give out candy or trick or treat. I mean, give out candy just because if I trick or treated, it'd be weird. I can't wait to have kids or trick or treat with them. I'm not gonna lie, because it's gonna be so cute. But I'm at the age now where like we gave out candy last year. We do go to like the bars. Like that's the season of life I'm in. Like go to the bars. Or we went to like frat Halloween parties a couple years ago, but now I'm too old for that too. So the bars it is. Crisp mornings or chilly nights. Crisp mornings for sure. I talked about that earlier. Apple picking or hay rides. I've never been apple picking. I don't really like hay rides because you get hay everywhere, and like I have a horse, I go to the barn, I get hay everywhere enough. I don't want to do it to sit in the back of a tractor, you know, sadly. So I'm probably gonna go with apple picking. Cozy slippers or cozy scarves. A good pair of slippers will change your life. Like once you get slippers, I promise you, you will never not have them again. So slippers all the way. Thanksgiving or Halloween. I would honestly say I like them both for different reasons. I don't think I could pick. This is a good one to end on. So Halloween, I really like the social aspect of it. I love dressing up because it's just really, I love like dressing up, putting makeup on. That's always been something I'm really excited about. But I love the social aspect of hanging out with your friends, seeing like all the people you don't usually see over Thanksgiving or Christmas break because like everyone goes home. Usually that's not the case anymore because we all graduated, but you just go and hang out with all of your friends. and it's very social, and you usually have a lot of fun. Whereas with Thanksgiving, it's completely different because you're with your family. I literally, one year I left for school, and even though I was an hour away, I didn't go home from August to Thanksgiving. Like, I did not go home. So it's a good time to like see your family and just like reminisce, but it's also really stressful because like if you have a family that's kind of separated, you have to go from one place to the next, and it kind of loses its excitement for me. Like growing up, we always had Thanksgiving in our house, and it was just like my nuclear family. So we would just wake up, we'd play games and watch movies all day, and then we'd have dinner. Whereas now it's like going from one house to the next, and you're kind of running around all day, and I don't really enjoy that. So for me, I would say Halloween, just because it's more fun for me, and I actually get to spend more time with the people I love than if I'm running around. Even though I'm still seeing people I love, I see them for like a half an hour and then it's off to the next place. So I think that's where I'm at with that at this point in my life. Josh wants to do Thanksgiving here this year, but if he wants to do that, we need to really get the house together like yesterday, because we still have to decorate before everyone comes. Like decorate the house. We don't have like any decor. So yeah, I think I would say Halloween just because of that, but I still love Thanksgiving, and I love how grateful like everyone is. I think I also get really upset because the weather's really sad, like gross usually on Thanksgiving, and I just hate cold, gross weather. Like Halloween, I've spent Halloween outside the past few years, and sometimes it's really cold, but sometimes it's warm enough that you can still do stuff outside, like bonfires and go out with your friends and you know, stand in line for a bar. Like there's a lot of fun things you can still do outside. So I think that's the vibe. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. I had a lot of fun filming this and going through this and just getting in the mood for fall. I hope this got you guys in the mood and got you excited for everything that's either coming or stuff that has started happening in your life in regards to fall. I really cannot wait. I can't wait to get my house super cozy. It's definitely a step in the right direction. If you want to see like my updates on moving everything into the house, definitely follow my Instagram because I do some like home decor updates on there. But yeah, if you're listening to this on Wednesday, I hope you have a great Wednesday evening. If you're listening to this any other day of the week, I hope you have a great morning, afternoon, and night. Like I mentioned before, go ahead and follow, subscribe, turn your notifications on if you want it. If you're on YouTube and you want to give this a like, if you're on anything else and you want to give this a rating and review, it'll really help out my channel. Don't forget to follow on Instagram and TikTok while you're at it, and join a community of girlies all working to become our own version of that girl. So whatever it means to you, working to become your highest potential, we all are super supportive and want to help you get there. So I hope you guys have a great whatever time of day it is. I will talk to you on Sunday, and yeah, I love you so much. Bye guys.